Hello, and welcome back to the GalPals Podcast. Rated 5 stars on YouTube by pretty
Us
much everyone in America.
and us.
Yes, and also us and 2 viewers. So, yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Today's theme is movies.
yes, we're talking about movies.
I'm eating at the moment, though it doesn't really match the theme of movies since I'm not having popcorn.
Oh, yeah, well, that's okay. I mean, some people eat popcorn. It's more than stuff.
Popcorn? Popcorn?
Yeah.
Often you don't have things.
Anyways, we're going to talk about some of our favorite movies.
My favorite movie? What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, my favorite animated movie is Ratatouille. It's superior. It is probably the best piece of film known to me. But my favorite live action is Daniel Day-Lewis in it. It's called There Will Be Blood. It's really good. What are your favorite movies?
Well,
Like,
yeah. My favorite movie, animated wise, is definitely Prince of Egypt.
okay.
Amazing soundtrack. The
Yeah.
animation, the story.
I've never seen that. What is it about?
It's about Moses.
Oh, okay. I see.
It follows Moses. It's a biblical story.
Okay, I see.
But it's a lot better than the one you read in the Bible because it's animated with a soundtrack.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Bible doesn't have a soundtrack.
No, they should.
I mean,
Have you seen the Bible TV show?
no,
There was a TV show on History Channel
of course there was.
about the Bible, and they this live action Bible
Well,
and all, and they did like the Stations of the Cross when he gets crucified.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I watched that when I was like in the 5th grade, and I was like, yes,
It's like I have
crucifixion.
Yeah,
No, but my favorite live action movie
Moana.
that's animated.
Oh, it is? I couldn't tell.
Moana is animated.
Such a great animation. I couldn't tell.
So
What about
realistic.
Polar Express?
That's also animated.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
My favorite movie live action is Revenge of the Sith,
Okay.
the Star Wars film.
What year did that come out?
I want to say like 2000, 1999,
Oh,
2000.
it's one of those.
It's an older.
No, it's newer.
It's newer. It's old. It's an old movie now, but like when it came out, they're considered like the prequels.
Those are the prequels.
The prequels to the Star Wars trilogy.
And they aren't that good.
We
The only thing they have going for them
is how hot Anakin is.
Anakin and his trainer.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's the only thing they have.
And Padme.
Well, I mean, I can't really speak on it. I don't know.
It's Natalie Portman.
I don't know who that is.
She's hot.
Okay.
She's really pretty.
I'll take your word for it.
I mostly like that movie because there's a scene when they fight
Yeah.
Mustafar, which is like the lava planet.
Okay.
It's just a really cool fight scene. It's definitely my favorite.
Well, that was at the very end of that film series.
Yeah.
She was like, "We were brothers."
We are brothers, Anakin.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. And they could have made babies, but they didn't.
Well, Anakin was already a dad.
Well, they could have made babies with each other.
He was a 13-year dating gap. It's kind of weird.
It's okay.
Anakin was like 21 when he became Darth Vader. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, he was like really young. Yeah.
So those are your favorite movies, huh?
Yeah. Least favorite movie. What's your least favorite movie?
Least favorite movie? There is a movie that I really don't like. I forget what it's called. I'd have to look on my phone. You talk about your least favorite movie while I
Yeah.
My least favorite movie is definitely Troy, the 2004 film.
Okay, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. It has Sean Bean in it, like Orlando Bloom's.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
Yeah, it has like all these like big name actors, and it's like a shitty movie.
okay. The movie in question was Birdemic. Shocking.
Oh my god. Birdemic is a bad movie.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's horrible.
I saw it on Amazon Prime.
You watched it?
Yeah, of course I watched.
Willingly?
I wanted to watch it because I really liked the movie The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And I
Good movie though.
thought, what?
The Birds.
The Birds? Yeah.
I never seen it, but I hear it's good.
Well, yeah, it's a horror movie though, you know that, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's why I don't watch
That was
it.
his whole movie genre.
Word.
Yeah, I've never seen it in like an old '60s movie, but like one of the birds pecked out this guy's eye, like it was just like blood. I've never seen it in like an old '60s movie before, but Alfred Hitchcock did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, oh, little old me. Oh, oh God. What is your favorite genre?
Romance.
Of course it is. Um,
Romance and like mystery. I like a little bit of mystery.
do you like a little bit of mystery?
A little
A little
bit.
bit of questioning?
But like it has to be mixed with maybe like some fantasy, you know what I mean?
What about, yeah,
A
mysterious
mysterious romance. I watched for June, I watched a lot of like gay movies.
Oh, like
Like movies with like
Brokeback Mountain.
yeah, Brokeback Mountain with Heath
Love,
Ledger.
love, whatever. I really liked Brokeback Mountain.
Have you seen it?
I'll never quit you.
I can't quit
I
you.
can't quit you. That's what they say.
Like the end, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could quit. What's his name? I know.
We're
I
about
know
to,
the
we're
one.
about to talk about it. Yeah, put your mask on.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna.
you
Oh, yeah, It has. The thing about Brokeback Mountain is that this when you're trying to explain to someone, it sounds absolutely dumb. You know,
gay cowboys. One of them
two
goes
gay
off and then
cowboys,
gets married.
like they go off, they like. But if you just say it's two gay cowboys and one of them's Heath Ledger and the other one's Jack Gyllenhaal,
You know what a really good movie is? I really enjoyed this. Uncle Frank. It has the guy who plays somebody in the Marvel universe.
Doctor Strange.
No, what's that show they just recently made everybody liked?
Loki?
No, not Loki. It was before that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No, the one dressed before that.
WandaVision?
That one. Yeah, the one. Paul Bettany. That's what it was.
The guy plays
Paul
Peter?
Bettany. He's in Uncle Frank, and it's like this thing where like he's this gay man. He's a professor at a college. He doesn't live with his family, and then his niece comes over because his dad died. And then so they go, he goes back to the family or whatever, and his dad like really hated him and he left him with nothing, and then he tried to kill himself.
Oh my god.
It was a really good movie though.
Is it?
Yeah, I loved it.
I might watch. I personally, out of all the really kind of sussy movies that I watched, some of the things that Netflix recommends, they weren't even that gay.
What do you mean?
Like for instance, like when you think of a gay movie, what's your first thought?
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain is like it's an emotionally driven movie.
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
Yeah.
But like things like they gave me something like they gave me Booksmart.
Okay.
You know the movie?
I think I've heard of it.
It's only like the only reason it's an LGBT movie, right? It's because one of the characters is a lesbian, and that's not even like. But it was a good movie.
Yeah, sure.
Booksmart was a good movie. So if you haven't seen Booksmart, go watch it.
Yeah.
I want to say it's on Netflix.
Probably. While you do that, I'm going to talk. My favorite movie genre is probably comedy because I need to curb my depression. So I watch comedy to help me.
Cope?
Yeah, to cope.
Yeah, 23, 24.
Yeah.
Um, the Sandler movies are really good.
Or what?
Will Ferrell. A lot of people don't like Will Ferrell, but I like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, because also I
You know,
took it from.
I never thought I needed to see Vision in this kind of rawness, but now I do.
It's actually a really good movie. I really
It looks
enjoy
really good.
Yeah.
And your favorite, you say your favorite genre is comedy,
Yes.
and you know there is a comedian, Bo Burnham,
I
right?
hate Bo Burnham.
You hate Bo Burnham?
I hate Bo Burnham.
Yeah, oh wait.
Isn't he the one that like sings about everything?
Yeah.
He's a comedic singer, yeah.
It's, I think, the worst comedy I've ever seen in my entire life.
How do you hate Bo Burnham?
I don't know, but there's just something about him I don't like.
Well, what Bo Burnham are you watching?
Yeah.
What?
Are you talking about like the new thing that came out Inside?
I just see random clips and I think that's
you need
really
to watch
stupid. I hate
that
that.
because
You gotta watch.
it's like very self-like.
Deprecating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, I made some mistakes.
I just don't like the way he delivers things. I think
Do you have a favorite comedian?
George Carlin's my favorite
Oh,
comedian because he adds the politicalness of like hating the Catholic Church to his comedy, and that's probably one of my favorite things to make fun of.
As a Jewish person.
Is the Catholic Church because the Catholic Church makes such bad decisions.
Yeah,
I do like comedies.
What you like? I'm assuming Bo Burnham's your favorite comedian.
No, I don't really have a favorite comedian personally.
Oh, you don't watch enough of them?
I don't watch enough comedians now.
You know who I really don't like? I've watched some of his specials and stuff. Kevin Hart is not a good comedian.
Kevin Hart?
No, he's not good at all.
What's her name? She's Amy, not Amy Butler.
Amy Poehler?
Amy Poehler?
She was in Parks and Rec.
No, not her.
Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer.
She always talks about her vagina.
I don't really like Amy Schumer person. I know I don't like her.
I think it's hard when all your comedy is
About being
your
a woman.
vagina,
Yeah.
having sex, and washing your vagina.
Yeah.
That's all Amy Schumer has, unfortunately. Oh,
Do you like musicals? Is the real answer.
musicals?
Musicals.
It depends on what musical. Like, I love the sound of music.
That is good. That is also a movie. You can talk about that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is a musical.
It's a musical movie.
Julie Andrews was in it.
Is it that she's not dead? Is she dead?
I don't think so.
I think she wrote her biography
Yeah,
recently.
I really like Julie Andrews.
She's a good singer.
Yeah, and it's just a good movie overall.
Yeah.
And it has
Sound of
Sound of
Music,
Music,
yeah.
and it has like a good mixture of
I hate
like
so many people talk
music,
about this
comedy, drama, and the political happenings of that era
Yeah. It
of the
gives me.
Nazis.
Was it around the Nazis?
Yeah,
I
because
vaguely remember watching.
the dad, they wanted to recruit him because he was in the German army.
Okay.
And then the Nazis were like, well, we want you as one of our commanders. And he was like, no, sir, I'm not doing that. And so he went on the lam.
All I remember is the scenes I remember is when they're dancing in the field singing, "Doe, a deer, a female deer." Remember that? I also remember that she made clothes out of curtains.
Yep, she did.
She did that, and I also remember the part when they had to blow the whistle.
You probably stopped at intermission.
Probably.
'Cause-
Well, there was a scene when she blows the whistle. The dad blows the whistle, and all
Yeah.
the kids come
Yeah,
out.
they
They run out the rooms, and they have like whistle from it. I remember watching that thing, and like recently, I watched the scene again, and I felt how weird that is. It's like he
Yeah,
thinks his
like they
children
have
are
to
like
memorize
dogs.
these
Yeah.
whistle blows. But I feel like you stopped at intermission and then didn't see the second half.
Well, I've never finished West Side Story either.
I've never seen West Side Story.
It's just Romeo and Juliet in New
Hairspray.
York.
Have you seen Hairspray?
I've not.
I love Hairspray.
Doesn't
I love
Hairspray?
Hairspray. Has Travolta in it.
Doesn't the movie have Zac Efron in it though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zac Efron's in the movie.
And so is Travolta as the mom.
That's so crazy.
I think Travolta is such a weird actor because he does a lot of things that you don't think he would do. Like he was in Austin Powers as Goldmember apparently.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good song.
That's also a musical coming out, which is respect. Talking about, gosh, what's your name? It's all about her.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha
She
Franklin.
recently just passed away, I think a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
2018.
R.I.P. Aretha.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha.
Aretha Franklin.
Did you ever watch
Probably not.
A Bohemian Rhapsody? That movie? No.
I
You watched
have.
Rocket Man.
I have seen Rocket Man. I loved Rocket Man.
I feel like Rocket Man is actually, in my opinion, more of a musical than it is really a movie / documentary.
I think it's a mix of all of that.
Yeah, because
But
there's
I
a lot
think
of singing.
there is a lot more singing and skipping through time to his music.
Yeah, like it starts out with him playing the piano and then zoom, transition. He's like 18.
Yeah.
And he was like
'Cause
7.
he's playing Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, and then he's like 18.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
Yep, that's normal.
And he's in love with his best friend, who they're still best friends.
Her.
Yeah, but then his best friend was like, well, no, I'm not really that.
I keep thinking Elton John should be dead.
Why?
He's just so old. Like,
He has one of my favorite fashion senses of all of history,
He
which
does.
was the penis earrings.
he had those?
Yeah, he wore penis earrings.
Where is he living right now? Like, where is he at?
He has his castles.
He's a castle?
He does, and then every year he has a big banquet for AIDS.
That's nice.
Yeah, he does.
Well, he
like
did
that
live
AIDS.
through the AIDS epidemic. That's why I'm surprised he's alive. Because he was
I don't
like,
think he was sleeping around.
You don't?
You don't think
No. He was just on drugs the whole time.
See, that's also what I didn't understand. He was on drugs all the time. He was born in like 1950.
Yeah, you
You
can't
would
do
think
both
he
at the
would
same
have
time.
died, you know, at one
Only
point.
one can take up your time.
See, I always compare Elton John to Freddie Mercury.
See, I don't think that's an apt comparison.
See, and that's why I always get it wrong, because I think, Freddie Mercury died of
Yeah.
AIDS.
Another
correct?
thing I don't like is a lot of people consider Elton John to be a rock star, and I don't think that
He's
at
not
all.
really a rock star.
When you look at all of his music, I mean, there's some of it are rock songs,
He's
but
just
like
he's
when
just
you
a
listen
pop
to the
star.
Lion King soundtrack, he's not a rock star.
I forgot he did the Lion King soundtrack.
He
Did he?
did Romeo and Juliet as well.
He did Romeo and
Yeah, he
Juliet.
did all of that.
That is so. I didn't realize he did that.
Yeah.
That movie, Romeo and Juliet. I used to think that was the actual plot to Romeo and Juliet. And
It kind of is, but they didn't die at the end.
I
mean,
thought
so
they
they
did.
were like Romeo and Juliet were racing their lawnmowers, and they tried to buy one online.
The lawnmower races. I forgot. Oh gosh.
That was one of that was the only thing I remember from that movie,
That's what it's all
other than
about.
like a giant frog or something.
I remember there was a naked one, a naked gnome.
Oh yeah, that should have a cover every time.
But no, does Romeo and Juliet have their own movie? You know,
I'm sure there's a Romeo and Juliet rendition.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
So they made a movie of that? Okay.
Claire Danes.
You know, I always get Leonardo DiCaprio and Johnny Depp mixed up because
I've always called Leonardo DiCaprio Leo DiCaprio
Leo DiCaprio.
because I never remember his name, so I just remember Leo DiCaprio.
Johnny Depp,
Yep,
Jack Sparrow,
very handsome.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
Jack from the Titanic,
Yeah.
and that's we get them mixed up because they're both Jacks.
I have a really
very
interesting
popular
story
movies.
about the song from Titanic.
Which one?
My heart will go on by
Oh,
Celine Dion.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So I go to a really good Chinese restaurant called Jade Garden.
Jade Garden. Okay.
And our server, he's been a long family friend, but he's attracted to my mom.
Oh God.
And my grandma, and his name is Jack, and my grandma's name is Rose.
Oh.
And so he sang "My Heart Will Go On" in front of the entire restaurant to my grandma. He serenaded
your grandma?
Yeah, and then every Christmas he serenades us with some kind of like Chinese flute. And it's just
Is he old? Like how old is
he's
this guy?
I mean he's 60 or 70.
Okay, so he's not like some
But
young
he
guy.
works there every day from open to close. He has nothing else going on in his life. Every time I'm there, he's always there, no matter what time it is.
No matter what time.
He opens and he closes. Yeah, every day.
For like how many years
And
have you
usually-
going there?
I mean, I think we've been going there for about 10 years. But they've been going there long before I was born.
Oh my gosh, he's just been there
Yeah,
for like
he's
forever.
been there this whole time. He opens and closes. No life, no family.
Well, he's trying to make you his family apparently.
Yeah, he wants
because
us to be his family, and my aunt called him Daddy, and so now he's been really weird, and like he whispers in my mom's ear every time he passes, "You look really nice today."
What's your mom's name? I can't remember.
Melissa.
Melissa, you look real nice today.
But like Jack is so nice. He calls me Habibi, what makes me feel special.
Is that the baby?
That means loved one in like Arabic or something.
I freaking.
This is Chinese.
I freaking.
I know. But like he's just so nice. But then again, he's so weird, and like he's grabbed my brother's bottom as well.
He did that?
Yeah, he did.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently, this
Just
window.
press snooze. Just press snooze.
I'm trying to. It's not letting me.
Oh, what about pick a time? Pick a time.
What the frick?
It's only like restart now. Let's end here then.
All right.
Let's end it now. This has been the GalPals Podcast.
Rated 5 stars on YouTube
Yes.
by everyone, including us
And 2 other viewers.
and
So,
your other viewers.
yeah.
With that, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday.
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 Tuesday. We'll stop. Peace and love.
Yeah.
Be nice to people.
We can end it like our principal.
Yeah.
Be nice to one another.
Be nice to one another. Nice hands.
Be kind.
Nice hands.
Keep your hands and feet to yourself, kids.
Be safe,
No punching.
respectful, responsible.